The measurement of the superheat and supercooling of a refrigerator. First of all, we see about the compressor. The compressor acts as the heart of the refrigeration system, creating the flow of refrigerant through the system components in the process, receiving superheat vapor at low temperature and pressure. The refrigerant is compressed, resulting in an increase in vapor pressure and higher temperature, leaving the compressor as a superheated vapor at a much higher temperature. There are three basic body types used in refrigeration. First one, hermetic, the completely sealed housing. Second one, semi-hermetic, it can be opened for repair, includes electric motor. Third one, open type, it can be opened for repair, electric motor, external, and more of the refrigerant leakage due to the soft seal. Then next one, the oil separator. The oil separators are used in refrigeration systems if it is difficult for the oil return from the evaporator. These systems are typically built in the field such as supermarkets and ultra low systems temperatures. Then liquid receiver. The refrigeration systems provided with an expansion valve are often equipped with liquid receivers built to withstand high pressures. The function of the receivers is to, first one, the separating the refrigerant vapor to prevent its transmission to the liquid line. Second one, the receiving the liquid refrigerant in the condenser through a drip tube. It pulls the liquid near the bottom and towards the expansion valve. Third one, stores liquid refrigerant during any maintenance shutdown. Next one, condenser. The condenser is a component of the refrigeration cycle responsible for the heat transfer. There are four types of condensers used in refrigeration systems. They are, first one, air cooled system, second one, water cooled system, third one, evaporative condenser system, fourth one, static condenser system. The evaporative condenser system, which uses both air and water as its cooling medium, and static condensers is the heat removed in the condenser is both sensible and latent. The sensible heat is defined as a change in temperature but not state, where latent heat is a change in state but not change in temperature. Next one, evaporator. The evaporator is supplied with refrigerant from either an expansion valve or a capillary tube, depends on the type of system. The refrigerant which at the evaporator is inlet is saturated a mixture of liquid and vapor at low pressure. The refrigerant evaporates in the evaporator, absorbing the heat necessary for its transformation from liquid to vapor. The refrigerant should leave the evaporator as a superheated vapor. This degree of superheat is to protect the compressor as it can only compress a vapor. The suction accumulator. Next one. A suction accumulator is used to prevent the liquid refrigerant returning to the compressor. The accumulator is commonly used in heat pump. The refrigeration transport the cooling system for low temperature sampled, and in any application where there is a chance of liquid refrigerant returning to the compressor. Next one, the superheat evaporator outlet. The expansion valves are considered by some experts as a complex and mysterious component. As a result, too many valves are replaced. When the cause of poor functioning of the system is not immediately known, the function of the thermostatic expansion valve is to control the flow of refrigerant into the evaporator and cause a pressure drop. It must maintain a superheat vapor at the outlet of evaporator regardless of load. According to the animation, before the point is the evaporator is filled with liquid refrigerant and gas. This part of the evaporator is effective for cooling. At the point X, the liquid is completely evaporated. If the valve is set to 6 Kelvin superheat, the gas passing through the remote bulb should be 6 Kelvin hotter than the temperature of the refrigerant evaporating. How to measure superheat helps. Then step 1, determine the refrigerant type for your systems. Second one, allow the pressure gauge. Then third one, convert the pressure read on the gauge using suitable comparator service gauge. Fourth one, using a thermometer, measure the section temperature sensor next to the bulb of the thermostatic expansion. Fifth one, the valve of superheat will be equal section temperature, the temperature of evaporation obtained by the suction pressure converted to saturated temperature. The expansion valve superheat setting. The thermostatic expansion valve superheat setting leaving the factory is approximately 6 Kelvin. Its adjustment is necessary. Step 1 is after starting the compressor, let the plant settle to its running conditions. Second one, remove the cap, rotate the systems, turn and wait for the cooling systems into balance again. Check the superheat measurement. First one, the turning the superheat screw to the left side, this counting the clockwise. Second one, turning the superheat screw to the right side and then clockwise directions. The superheat useful. The refrigerant is equal to capital R minus 410 ampere. The suction pressure is equal to 46. Evaporatory temperature is equal to minus 19 degrees Celsius. The suction temperature at the evaporator outlet is equal to minus 13 degrees Celsius. The superheat useful is equal to 0.13 minus 0.19 is equal to 6 Kelvin. So total superheat is used to measure the temperature of sexual line. Subtract the saturation temperature from the temperature of sexual line. The superheat on a pH diagram. Q is equal to the useful capacity of the evaporator. The QOH is equal to cooling capacity of the system. The delta HO is equal to superheat evaporator outlet. The delta small HOH is equal to total superheat. Then decrease in the evaporator cooling capacity and increased power consumption of the compressor. The adjustment of the temperature K in the expansion valve. How to measure the subcooling system is using the flash gases, and it used to flow the liquids and this type of fluid, the thermostatic expansion valve of the launching. Finally, we see about the pages for the refrigerator of graphical methods. The colorful lines or colorful points are used to calculate the graphical calculations of the superheat. Thank you.